ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ rẹ̀ ayé ìbáyẹyẹ mi ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ rẹ̀ ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ rẹ̀ ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ rẹ̀ ayé ìbáyẹyẹ mi ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ rẹ̀. Hey guys, good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. How's everyone doing? Happy Sunday. A very beautiful Sunday, and happy new week to you guys. How is everyone doing? Thank you very much for stopping by today. Today I'm on my way back from church. And for some reason these skies are still very bright, so I decided to use this opportunity to quickly record this video. As you know, we have to walk around things. Any little time I have, I'll quickly use it because it is not easy. Time runs very quickly with everything that one has to do. I hope you are doing well. Let me use this opportunity to wish you a happy new month. As we normally do in Nigeria, we wish happy new month, happy new year, happy new day, happy weekend, everything happy. So I want to salute you guys, my Obodo fam. Happy new month. Abawala yo ni oruko Jesu. It will meet us in good health this year. All our plans, our expectation will not be cut short. The Lord will meet us at the point of our need. Whatever you are trusting God for, He will answer you this year. Just believe. Faith is a very powerful weapon that we have as Christians. Thank you so much, everyone. If you are new, please subscribe. If you have not subscribed, join our family and become an Obodo fam. Here we share love and we look out for one another as best as we can. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. A lady contacted me from Nigeria and said that her husband relocated to Canada. This relocation is really separated a lot of people. That's why it's always good to relocate together. If you want to move, it's always better to move together. If you are a family person, one person relocating and now sending for another person is not usually easy. There's a lot of problems that comes with it. Anyway, the lady said that she lives in Nigeria. She's a senior civil servant, and her husband relocated a number of years ago to Canada. Unfortunately, she couldn't join him, and so many things happened during the process of joining him. I think they did so many applications that failed, so she decided to stay in Nigeria since she has, a job. She has a civil service job. And she's saying that they have a son, and the husband normally comes to Nigeria once in a year for about a few weeks. He will spend like a week with her and, stay with other family members and things like that. Okay? But what she said is that during the process of this separation, due to the husband living abroad, they are not separated, they are married, but the distance between them, the man has gone ahead to, not marry, but he has another relationship and 2 children from that relationship, which she's aware of. And I don't know whether she's okay with it, but she did say that she's aware of it. She doesn't know the understanding between her husband and the other woman, but she just knows that he has 2 children from another woman now right there in Canada. Okay? And now she's saying that the husband comes home and it is obvious that, he doesn't really care about their well-being. At a point, she had to go from work. She could travel. She later traveled. But when she got there, it wasn't good. Things were not good with them at all. So many things happened and the relationship was now very poor. And things were not working with them. So she decided to come back to Nigeria. So she's back to Nigeria now. She's working. But one of the things she said is that, how civil service job is. You can't really get rich. Will I say get rich? Or you can't even be successful except you are stealing, or you are in a position whereby there is money and you can make money through corruption on the side, or you have a business. And she also said that she's tried a number of business on the side that has not been successful, that she would like to relocate to the diaspora. So she was asking me advice about relocating. She's very educated, and she was asking me advice about relocating to the diaspora, the UK. So I decided to do it a video because I usually don't like giving private advice, because when you put it out there, you make a video out of it or a show. That's why I ask people to come on the show, but I understand that it's not everybody that wants to come to put their business out there, but it can help other people. It can help other people out there who are in similar situation. They will learn from it. So that's why it's good to put it out there, So I've just said to this lady, okay, let's discuss this openly, with your with you still retaining your anonymity while we talk about the issues. Now, the issue is that, unfortunately, because the husband had to go to Canada without her, they were forced to be separated. See, the lesson from that is that if you're a family and you decide to relocate, all of you must relocate together. If you are doing application, do application for yourself, your wife, your children. Don't do for only yourself. I understand that it doesn't work like that sometimes. People can just get visa if things are tough for them, even if it's a visit visa. They will decide to go and then they won't come back. There are so many reasons why, relationships and marriages end up being in this position. So I'm not saying that it's also easy to relocate. Sometimes the whole family relocates, but other times it's not so easy. One person has to go. Sometimes the women that will go and, maybe leave the children and then the husband will join them, but it's always problematic. It's always, some people can, join each other later, but it's always problematic. So now this brother has gone ahead to get into another relationship. He's built a new life with this new person now. The first thing that I want to ask in that is that if it's a woman that is married, that goes abroad to the diaspora and, leaves her husband in Africa and decide to get into a relationship in the diaspora and have 2 children, can she still go back to that man as her husband? Is it possible? We all know the answer, Abby. It's not. It's not. The husband will not take her back again. So there's a lot of inequality in our culture regarding these things. There's a lot of inequality. Women, at some point, if you do something, that's the end of relationship. Everybody will castigate you and tell you did wrong, whatever. But men are usually given a pass. Oh, he's a man. He can have more than one wife. He can do this. He can do that. But there are consequences. Honestly, there are consequences. Anyway, the thing about relocating is that obviously this lady has been to Canada and, I think the man has checked out of the marriage emotionally. They're only just married by paper. He's probably more into the new family that he has built now, more than this woman. So she said it now that she thinks that the man is not interested in her anymore. And, there's no marriage there anymore. She just wants to move on with her son and moving abroad. And the thing about relocating abroad without, especially this our UK, you don't want to relocate. You don't want to be an illegal immigrant abroad. They're sweet. It's not good. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Relocating with what do you call it? With visit visa is not the best. I will not advise anybody to do it, to be honest. I will not. Bye. See you soon. PJ, hello. Where is the key of the car? Is it here? Okay. All right, sweetie. See you in a bit. So the thing about relocating abroad, if you don't migrate legally, is difficult. It's very difficult to come with a visit visa and it expires and then you start. People stay abroad for years. I'm talking about years. Some people 15, 20 years before they get their papers. And in those periods, life will be difficult because you can't work legally. You have to be doing some mago things, carry people paper, they work, running from authority and things like that. So I'm not going to advise anybody to migrate without having the right documents, i.e. having the right to work, the right to access services, medical services, and all whatnot over here. And especially for someone who has worked in the civil service to that cadre, that she's already in the deputy director, going to director now, I'm not going to advise you to leave your job, my sister. I won't. I left when I was only a level 9 officer. And that was in 2006. Till today, I still look back and I ask myself, did I do the right thing? I don't have any regrets, obviously, But when I see my friends over there, some of my friends, how well they are doing, I'm like, oh, this job, I should have held on to my job. I shouldn't have quit my job there. Okay, I've been able to go back to school here. I have a good profession. But I still look back and I wonder, maybe if I'd stayed, I would have become a millionaire by now because my friends, they are millionaires. That's the truth. They are millionaires. So, the best way to relocate to the UK in 2022 is by student visa. Okay? If you want to study, and then that brings another issue of you need to have school fees. Okay, so when we were in Scotland, I met this amazing lady that told me about how she is on a student visa with her husband, and they managed to bring like 2-3 people. They managed to bring people and advise people to come here on a student visa. So if you want to come here, don't come to England. Scotland is better. Scotland is more receptive to foreigners, to students, and the school fees is not as high as in England. England is the worst country in the whole of the UK. Better you go to Scotland or Wales. But from what I gather firsthand about Scotland, their school fees is not that high. Number two, it's much more easier for you to get job because they are looking for jobs, especially in the care industry over there. Accommodation is very cheap over there. In England, especially in London, oh my God, please, if you are coming from Africa, don't come to London. Don't come to London because London is so bloody expensive. If not for my family, I will not be in London. I wanted to leave London a long time ago, but you see, my family, they don't want to leave. I don't know. It's a bone of contention for us in the house. I would have left London. London is so expensive. It is congested. Everything is expensive here. Cost of living is high. Houses, rent is high. Mortgages are high. Everything is high. Food is high. Electricity is high. Everything is high. It's higher. When we went to Scotland last year and we were looking at houses, I was checking out houses. The money you used to buy a 5-bedroom detached house in Scotland, in that area that we went, is what you used to buy a 2-bedroom flat in. A 2-bedroom small flat in London. Especially if it's around the city area. If you live in the city area or southeast London. Hey, the price of property there is too much. It's too high. So, I personally will not encourage anybody to quit their job to come abroad, especially if you've gone to that cadre where you are almost in a very, very, you're in a very high position. You might feel like you've not made it, but I would say still hold on to your job because you've got pension. You know, you've got your gratuity and you're almost a director. You're already in the directorate cadre. What you can do is to find a way to get money and do something on the side. You say you tried different things, it didn't work. I'm sure there are things that you can still try in terms of business because, or if you still say you want to come, take a study leave for 2 years. Come and do your master's or PhD. You can take study leave and come and do PhD for maybe 4 years. If they give you, in the same time, they can give you study leave. Take 4 years, come and do study leave. That period, while you are doing your PhD, you can be working. They allow you to work. And now, because a lot of people stopped coming to the UK a number of years when they were saying that once you finish your master's or your education, you should go. They don't give you work permit to work. They were forced by all the video that a lot of people were making, and you know, their universities started losing money because they make a lot of money from international students. Okay, so they now reversed it. I think it was during David Cameron. They now reversed it that if you come to study in the UK, they allow you to stay after your study 2 years. You stay, and if you can find an employer who is willing to sponsor you after that 2 years, then they can give you a resident permit. So I would say don't quit because you've come too far. If you can't get money for a business, if you can raise money to come and do a PhD then or masters, then it's better for you to come and do it and work while you are working. If you can get money, for instance, in Scotland, if you can get like maybe £5,000 to £6,000, you can start. So you pay your first semester school fees, you rent accommodation. The accommodation is quite affordable over there, and then you have some money for feeding. And then if you get a job while you are going to school, you get a job. With that job, you can save to pay your rent and be paying your fees in the subsequent semesters. So you just need to demonstrate that you have money to pay for the first semester that you are starting because you can work. So I prefer you come through that route of education instead of using student visa, because if you use instead of using visit visa does not qualify you for anything. It's just for you to visit. Look London Bridge. Look Westminster. Look Madame Tussauds. Go to wherever it is that they are doing sightseeing in the UK. You see it and you go back. It doesn't qualify you to work. It doesn't qualify you to even have national insurance, which will enable you work. It doesn't qualify you for even seeing a doctor if you are sick. You can't register with a doctor if you have a student visa, if you have a visitor's visa. But with student visa, you can do all that. You register, you open a bank account, you can work for a certain number of hours, a week, of which I know a lot of our Nigerians, some of them, they lecture self, they manage to go lecture and also work. They go tell them to work 20 hours. They will work 40 hours, 45 hours. Oh, Nikoko, when you see this pound, according to my people, they will say now pound. When they see this pound, Mama Charlie, pound is very, very weighty. It has weight. If you change 1 pound, 750 naira. That's what it is. or more. So, I mean, talking seriously, I won't advise anybody to leave their job and relocate. A lot of Nigerians are going to Canada. There's a lot of reasons why people relocate. It's not because of economic empowerment. It's also because of security. A lot of people are worried with how Nigeria is and things. But also, people are doing very well in Nigeria. It's all about, the kind of connections that you have. That's the thing about Nigeria or Africa as a whole. You need to be in you need to have the right connection. People are still relocating as we speak from the diaspora, going to Nigeria or anywhere in Africa, and they are setting up businesses and they are making it. There are some channels here on YouTube dedicated to, just showing how people are investing their money going back. People have also gone back to Nigeria to invest money they've saved in the diaspora for businesses, and they've lost it all and come back. So it's neither here nor there. It's about you as an individual and your plans. You have to make sure your plans are watertight, whether you are going to Africa or coming here. Make sure your plans are watertight, because if they are not, there's a problem. You might run into problems. So, my sister, if you're watching this, please don't be discouraged. Okay? Don't be discouraged. It's for you to think. People usually say that you excel more in your area where you are passionate. What is your passion? If you discover your passion, then think about monetizing it. Okay, this is my passion. I like to cook. I can be in the kitchen all day and I don't get tired. Not me. I'm just talking generally. I don't like to cook. Sorry. I don't. But some people like to cook. Some women, they just love cooking. So if you love to cook, for instance, how can you monetize that skill and your food is tasty? People have told you, you cook like this, and people go to lick finger. How do you monetize it? You don't need to open a restaurant. Food, just selling food. They make a lot of money from it. And what they start by doing that by just cooking. And, for people, a lot of people are so busy, they don't have time to cook. So they cater. A lot of caterers these days, even, they do more of that. They cater for people, like you cook, package the food and and the person will come and pick it up. I don't know if they do that in Nigeria, but I'm sure there are ways to monetize, the things that always sell, food stuff and things like that, things that people need all the time. I know it can be a bit scary when you are getting advanced in age and you feel like, okay, this is the only opportunity I have now to make something for my life. I can't just, leave myself like this. But relocating at a certain age, there are so many things to consider. So many things. Especially if you are planning to relocate without having the right documentation. Please don't do it at that age. You're above 50. You can't be relocating now, because even the work here is not easy. It's not easy. If they pay you to work for 10 hours, you will do that 10 hours. You won't do 9.5 hours. They will not allow you. Will work it. It's not easy. But the most important thing is that whatever decision you decide to make sure you are migrating the right way, have the right document. I've explained that for now, what I see people doing is having the student visa, paying school fees for 1 semester and then coming here, finding a job, and from there, you can enter the UK. Since the UK you mentioned, a lot of people are going to Canada as well on student visa to go to school and things like that. But any country you decide to go, please don't relocate without having the right paper. Very, very important. I wish you the very best going forward. If I were you, I will know that marriage is not holding. A marriage that if someone comes to see you once a year and they spend like 1 week with you, that one is not a marriage. He's moved on. He's living with his new family. And if I were you, I will move on too. I would have moved on years ago. There's no point putting your life on hold. If you remarried, you too, you have the chance to remarry if you want to. Yeah, you don't need to sit down there and be waiting. It's not going to come back for you. He has a whole new family over there now. So if you want to move ahead with your life, get married again, then you should just end it. There's no point deceiving each other and be saying my husband is abroad when you know that he's with another person and he comes to see you once a year. That one, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't at all. That's not a marriage. It's just, convenience. So I'm just going to leave it here. I hope this has helped you and anyone who's thinking of, jackpot, or is that what they call it, jackpot? Anybody that is thinking of jackpot, please think about it carefully. Obodooyinbo is not a bed of roses. I know it seems so glamorous. You see us, we are looking shiny. Come on, easy, Ben. It's not easy like that, oh. On a good day, if you see the way people walk and the cold, if I complain of cold, people in Canada will tell me I shouldn't complain anymore. Like today now, we had a very good weather. You can see it's still bright. And it's like maybe 9 degrees or so, 10 degrees. They have like -20. Me, I say, Good luck to you people. I can't stay in a place like that. Emiko, I cannot, because me and Code, we are not friends. It's not easy. Waking up on a winter morning, early momo, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and going out to go and wait in the bus stop. You wait for maybe 15, 20 minutes or 10 minutes for a bus to come. Then you go to work that you will work for 8 hours. Then you now take the bus and come back again. You two will be asking yourself, who sent me message? But when you're in Nigeria, there are some privileges that you have still. So it's neither here nor there. Okay? It's neither here nor there. It's about individual and what you consider to be important to you at every stage in life. Okay? It's usually better to relocate to Jackpa when you are a bit younger. But if you are in your 50s, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm thinking about it very carefully to see the possibility of getting integrated into this society at that age. Is not so easy, but it's possible. There's nothing God cannot do. If this is what you want to do, you feel like, okay, this is the time for you to go and you want to come here and try to hustle, why not? Why not? It's possible, but just plan carefully, consult people, speak to people both in Nigeria and here, and don't quit your job. Don't quit your job when you are coming. I didn't quit my job when I was coming, 15 years ago. I didn't quit my job. What I did was that I applied for a leave. But civil service now, the olofofo is too much. They started reporting me that I left work, this, that. At the end of the day, I was forced to resign. Knowing what I know now, I would not have resigned. I should have gone back, then apply for study leave, then come back here for, I will tell them I'm going to school. That would have given me 2 additional years. And after that, then I can then decide if I want to go back to my job or stay here, It's always very difficult when you have a family to make those decisions about where to live, whether you want to stay in Nigeria or stay here. If your husband is here, you want to stay here. Your children are here, you want to stay here. It's a lot of thinking and praying. Yeah. Pray about it. Pray about it. It's the same thing when we talk about retirement. Some people say they want to go back. Some people say they want to stay here. Their family, their husband say they want to go. They say the women say they want to stay here. My children are here. So it's a lot of decision making, but just put it in God's hands. Ask God to direct you. Where should I go? What I know is that whatever we decide in life, whatever decision we make, if the presence of God does not go with us, we shouldn't go. We shouldn't go. You have to ask for the grace of God and the presence of God to go with you. If God goes with you, then it will go well. I wish you the very best of luck going forward. May God bless you and keep you. And I pray that the Lord will give you peace to be able to make the right decision and the wisdom to be able to know the next step to take. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching tonight. I hope this helps whoever is watching that is still contemplating about Jackpa. You want to Jackpa? Think about it. Obodooyinbo is not a bed of roses, yo. Africa is not easy. Africa is not easy. People are making it. Obodooyinbo is not a bed of roses. People are still here. They are not making it. Some people are making it. Some are not making it. It's all about the grace of God. It is well. Thank you all so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Become an Obodo fam. We appreciate that. Give us the gift of your subscription, and I shall speak to you in my next video. Thanks a lot for watching. I love you. Bye-bye.